guys, welcome back to yet another journaling video. This video is more about showing you guys my travel journals, a more scrapbooky kind of journaling. This is currently a flip through of my spreads that I did when I was in Hokkaido in December in 2024. I used the Muji passport memo notebook, which is a really small notebook, and I really like using this Muji notebook because the pages are pretty thick and they are cream colored. Sadly, Muji no longer sells them in Singapore, but I've been really trying to get my hands on them, but I cannot seem to find them even in Japan. So if anyone knows where else Muji sells them, please let me know. While I'm doing this flip through, I'll be answering some Q&A questions that I asked you guys on Instagram. So the first question is, where do you get your supplies from and how do you bring them overseas? So a lot of my supplies that I use in all my different spreads I actually collected over the years from different shops online and in person. So online I buy from Citylux in Singapore and also an online shop called Some Things of Mine. Some brands of the washi tapes I get are like MT washi tapes, Kita tapes. For stickers I get them from Daiso, Some Things of Mine, Tokyo Hands, very different places. And a lot of these washi tapes are also gifted to me by friends over the years because they know I really like journaling. And whenever I go to Korea and Japan, I always buy even more stickers and washi tapes from the dollar stores that like Kendo, Syria and Daiso. So yeah, that's where I get a lot of my supplies from. For travel journals specifically, I really like to collect receipts, brochures, tickets, and even packaging from food. Anything that looks pretty, I just like to collect them during the day and stick them in my journal. And I really enjoy doing this because it reminds me of like every single thing that I did during my trip, and it's a good way to stick all the memorabilia in one place. So for example, this spread of skiing, I took a brochure from the ski resort, the ski lift tickets, and I just stuck them all together, including a receipt from one of the places we ate at as well. I also like to collect Eki stamps in Japan. There's another big thing for journaling community as well. How I bring them overseas is actually using a journaling kit. It's a pouch I got from Muji, and I'll be showing you guys a tour of it later on in this video. And moving on to the next question, someone asked, do you have a structure for journaling when I'm traveling? And the answer is no. The only structure that I follow is that I make one spread a day, and other than that I don't have a structure. As you can see in each spread, the layout is vastly different and really depends on whatever I get. I usually really just freehand this whole thing, and I don't really have a structure, but if you could, I'll definitely recommend doing one spread a day so that you can collate all your memories from that day and also write down your itinerary of the day so that you just remember everything. And with that, we have come to the end of my Hokkaido travel journal. This is actually the first time I've completed one whole notebook while I'm traveling, so that's a major achievement for me. Then moving on to my Korea travel journal. This journal documented my Korea winter exchange from December to January, and the notebook I'm using is the Traveler's Notebook Passport Grid Insert. I got it at the Terminal 3 WH Smith Airport. As you can tell, the vibe of this travel journal is very different from the Japan one, and it goes to show how the materials, the brochures, tickets, the materials you collect in different countries really contributes to the different vibe of the spread. And yeah, so I'll be answering another question. How do you keep the momentum for journaling? I find that it helps to journal every night after the day ends. In Hokkaido it was much easier because it was winter time and the sunset early, so I was back in the Airbnb by like 6 p.m. and I could just spend an hour each night just doing my journal. Whereas in Korea, I went back to my dorm quite late, like maybe 9 or 10 p.m. and I had early class the next day, so I barely had time to journal. But what I did instead was to just collect all my ephemera and did my spreads whenever I had spare pockets of time. So to me, the momentum for journaling really depends on the trip itself. Don't ever force yourself to journal. The next question is, do you have any advice on travel journaling? Well, the advice I can give is to use a smaller notebook like a passport size rather than the regular travel insert size. The travel insert size is perhaps twice the length of this one with the same width, so you can see that the canvas will be much larger, whereas with a passport notebook canvas is much smaller and it's really a lot easier to fill the pages each time. So the time I take to make each spread is a lot less than if I were to have the regular passport notebook size. And just collect anything pretty that you think is worth keeping. It really can be from things like tissues or packaging of the stuff that you bought, and you can just stick them all inside and get inspiration from Pinterest or Instagram. I think those really help a lot when you're starting out, is to kind of just take inspiration and copy from other creators until you find your own style. And we've come to the end of my Korea travel journal flip through. I'll be sharing with you guys what I keep in travel journal kit next. This is my travel journal kit that I bring overseas or outdoors when I want to journal outside and not my home. This is a Muji travel pouch that I got back in 2020, and I think they don't sell the same exact pouch anymore, but there are similar ones that are still being sold at Muji. I'll give you guys a tour on what I put inside my travel journal that essentially has everything I need to journal when I'm overseas. Quite simply, it has several slots on each side. One side to put cards and several pocket spaces here and there, and in the middle there are these clear zipper folders for you to store even more things. What I like to keep in my travel journal are a lot of scraps of ephemera, washi tapes, and small stickers. With this journal kit, I managed to do my spreads for the Japan and Korea travel journals. So for this pocket, I like to keep the bigger scraps of paper that I have that I can use to tear out and stick in my journal. These are like brown paper legs, old lined paper, memo notes, and of course for stationery, I always have a ruler in case I need to cut anything or draw lines. And to stick my stuff in the journal, I always use glue tape. Glue tape is the fastest way to stick your stuff securely in your journal. And in this smaller pocket here, I have smaller scraps of paper and I put them in paper clips. Have some translucent paper, old music sheets, and just makes it easier to divide them according to their sizes. And in the slot right here, I keep all my stickers. I have these Kita washi tapes that I think I got from probably City Lux. This one is a forest edition. It's so pretty and I don't bear to use them. This is the cat one and it's almost done. And these are other smaller stickers from, I forgot the brand name, Solitaire. I can't remember the brand name, and I'll just like to stick them in my journals to give the spread more texture. I don't know, I just feel like it makes the spread more interesting in certain spaces that are more blank. And for these zipper slots in the middle, I don't really have a proper organization system. They're really just filled with random scraps. So for example, these are scraps that are cut in a more horizontal manner. These are, the theme here is ticket and stamps. And this last one has more stickers. These card slots here are really handy for me to store cards that I use to wrap my washi samples on. So this is how I kind of transport washi tapes in a very space effective manner, where I will just wrap the washi tapes around the cards and slot it in there. So I have several cards and some I've finished using up. And I highly recommend doing it this way. And in this slot right here, I have all my stickers. These are the kind of stickers that you it's like transfer stickers. You cut them out and then you have to put it on the paper and really rub them at the back. It's like a temporary tattoo but sticker version. And they're really very, very pretty. This is an example of one. I just have more stickers. I have so many stickers. Yeah, these are the stickers that didn't fit in this pouch. So actually, even at home when I journal, I will often use this first and dig around my drawer to find any other materials I want to use for my journal. Now for the last part, I'm gonna do an unboxing and tour of these two new traveler notebooks that I got. I'm gonna begin with this one that I bought in Korea in the time Nansan. So I really wanted a passport-sized traveler's notebook, as I feel like it's a lot easier to fill up as I'm traveling. So I got this one in olive. It was 54,000 won in Korea, which is cheaper than the one in Singapore, which is like $67. I'm gonna be keeping this to stick in my journals. Ta-da! It's so pretty! And it's a leather notebook, and it comes with an insert inside. This happens to be the blank insert. So in the world of traveler's notebooks, usually we have a modular traveler's notebook like this where we can bind multiple travel journals together. So actually I can remove this insert right here and put in my Japan traveler's notebook if I want to. But yeah, I'll just keep it here for now. And I can't wait to use this in any upcoming travels. This is another traveler's notebook that my friends got me for my birthday. They commissioned Sheng Leatherworks to make this modular notebook for me, and they customized things like the color, even my name, and the charm as well. This is how it looks. It's green on the inside, and it came with a craft paper insert. And I really like this notebook because it's very different from the other traveler's notebook that I have. I'm very excited to use this one as well. This is the end of the video. If you guys have any other requests on journaling type of content, do let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.